friends, this is Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher, and I'm back today with another episode of Flosstube. Today is Monday, November 11th, and it is Veterans Day, so I wanted to say thank you to all of those veterans out there who are watching, or if you have family members who are veterans, to tell them thank you for their service. We have had a busy week here, as I'm sure everyone has. Excuse me. I believe from now until the end of the year, every week is going to be some sort of busy. We're wrapping up baseball for my son, sign-ups for Thanksgiving feasts and Christmas programs, and all kinds of things are happening at our house. And I'm sure other people are experiencing the same things in their worlds, whether it's their kids, their grandkids, nieces, nephews. It's just a really busy time. And then Christmas parties, I'm sure, will come. But having fun, stitching all the things. As I've mentioned before, stitching is my relaxation, my calm outlet. And so you'll see, not that anything crazy happened, but I did get a lot of stitching done this week, or a lot of time on projects. I did want to mention a couple things before I started showing projects. I did post a tutorial, which I'll show in a minute, my finished project, but I shared a tutorial earlier, or at middle last week, for how to make a stitching case. So if you haven't already seen that, go check it out. I did link after the fact, oops, something's sticking here, the Mary Crow, which is who I bought this from, which was a Santa waxer. Or yes, I bought this. She gave me some different things that I'm using in a different way. But Lorenda, she has a shop, and it's on Etsy, and it's called the Mary Crow. And I did go back and link it on the stitching case video. So I know a few people were asking about that, and so I wanted to make sure to let you guys know that I did have that. Also, as of last night when I checked, Kitten Stitcher, who is Shakespeare's peddler, Teresa, she released her Advent box, and there were still some left. I think she is anticipating today, which is Monday, selling out. Potentially she'll have more tomorrow. It's hard to judge. She did put out another email letting people know that the box was live, and I forget how many she said she had left. I did purchase it this year. She didn't do one last year, but she had done one the year before, and I watched people open things and felt like I wanted to try it, and I missed out. And I have been able to since buy charts that were in the box, but it is 25 packaged gifts. So from the 1st to the 25th, you would have one thing to open as part of the Advent. So that was part of why I decided to end up doing it. And the list, which she has on her site, of who is in the box are all people who I love. So I thought, I'm going to try it and we'll see. I don't always have the best luck on the mystery things, but with the list of who she had, I felt like it was a safe bet. So if you're interested, I'll put a link below. I know once she sells out, she sells out. So if you're watching this video later, it might be gone already. And when I post it, it might be gone, but I'm just going to put it out there. So that's really all the announcements I have for this week. I have watched some Flosstube. I'm not going to go over those today because it's not very many. But I did watch a couple that had some recaps from Stitch West, which I did a small recap, but there are those out there if you're interested. And that's all my announcements for today. So I'm going to start today off with some previous finishes. Then I have the stitching case to show in a little more detail. I did get one stitching finish done by the skin of my teeth last night. I kind of forced myself to just finish it because I wanted to work on something else, but I just needed to get it done. So without further ado, this is my first previous finish. This is called, I believe it's called Harvest Blessings. It was in the extra chart in the Coming to America package that Brenda Gervais had put out a couple years ago. I didn't get it originally. I did have since gotten the chart. I haven't started it. I keep kind of getting in the mood. But I did purchase the separate chart, which this is also available now. I stitched it, I believe it was close to called for colors. This is on 36 count Legacy, I believe, by Picture This Plus. I just finished it with some, this is from Hobby Lobby, and stuck some of those black vintage pins in there, which I have bought those from Hoop and Frame. So I love that. That's on display now. And I also have, this is my Autumn Folk, which I stitched this and finished it at Chantel's 141 Pep Rally. And if you notice, I did not do the stuff at the top. There was some extra leaf things. I left that off. And I also, there's supposed to be specialty stitches right here. And I did this one, and then I left that off. I was having a little bit of a hard time. And so I just said, you're not going to notice. And honestly, this thing is, it's sitting on my mantle, and no one who comes in my house knows what's supposed to be there or not. And so I felt like I didn't really want to do them, and so I just left it off. So honestly, I feel like if there's something on a chart that you don't like, you don't have to stitch it, because no one, unless they're a stitcher, no one's going to come in your house and know what the chart is supposed to look like. But this is on the called for fabric, which is 32 count driftwood by Fabrics by Stephanie. I did stitch with 2 threads, and this was everything that this is finished with we got at the retreat last year. And I do have it on magnets so that I can take it off if I stitch the other ones, which I did purchase at Stitch West. I bought the winter one, and I don't know if I'm going to do it this year, but I would like to stitch it, and I'm considering using different fabric. So I need to pull the floss and then see what other fabric would go with it to do the winter one. But I really liked it because it had the pine cones and some other aspects to it. And I have the other charts as well. I just haven't stitched them. So that's my previous finishes. Then I did want to share my box, but I would encourage you to go over and look at watch my tutorial, and I do show the box. I'm making this box. So I did do a couple things, I think, since I showed the video. Is I did add another one of these little Santas, which they're just, I had bought these clips at Michael's. They're candy cane clips. And when I was putting it in my box was looking more vintagey, and these were kind of bright. So I ended up gluing some of the Santa, they're die cuts, but I used them for floss drops. So I glued it to the back to add it in my box. So I did do that. In the back, I did not tear out I think they're supposed to be necklace holders. I just put a board here and stuck it down in, and then I put a little ribbon at the top. So you can take them out. Someone had commented that they're easy to rip out. I just didn't want to rip the whole back off, even though I was going to cover it. It wouldn't have mattered. I did also add on my scissors. which of course it's stuck to a needle minder. This was like a little charm that I found in the jewelry section at Hobby Lobby. And I made it into a little scissor fob on these red scissors. So that's just to go in there. I did make, similar to my Halloween box, I made this Mary sign. And these are pennants from, or I don't know what you call them, from Hobby Lobby. And then I just stamped the word Mary on there. This is a little box from Moda. And inside this box, I have a needle minder with needles and a ruler, or a measuring tape. And then these were some bells that came from a package, and ribbon. This was a little thing I got in a Kohana kit box I had gotten. And then I have my Santa waxer, and this was a Saju floss drop I had gotten as part of something I bought at Stitch, Florida. So again, there are so many things that you can put in here, and really the fun part to me is finding all the little things that either you have collected, or if you any little things you pick, like people give you as gifts at retreats, scissor fobs or thread, you can put thread drops in there. All of those little things are fun to decorate your box with, and otherwise they just sit in a basket or somewhere around. So that's been, in my opinion, fun to find the little things I have around to decorate the box. And somebody also had said all they do is stitch at their house. Really, the fun is to have this sitting. I have another scissor too. I have this sitting next to me at my stitching place at my house, and it just kind of gets me in the Christmas mood, and it's fun to look at. And if you went to a retreat, great, you could take it, but you can also just make one and have it sitting at your house to inspire you for your Christmas stitching or winter, whatever stitching you're doing, just at your house in your stitchy spot. So it's been really fun to do that. All right, now I'm going to try to do my top camera today. It's already acting funny again, but I find it's much easier to show the finishes. So if it starts freezing, I'll go back to the other view. But this is the finish I have. This is this is Merry Old Soul by With Thy Needle and Thread. And let me get the pattern real quick. Here we go. I started this last year, and I showed it last week. I did not have very much to do to finish it. And I do still need to do his nose, and I'll do that right before I go to finish it into a pillow. But I would like to get this into a pillow, and I still need to finish my Autumn Swan and Boo to You into pillow also. So that is the first one. Then now I have whips. So I did work on this, which is Santa Stops Here. And I had said I was going to keep working on it until, here's the chart, until I was done. And I started getting burnt out after and I know I have to fill the roof in still. And in the door, those are straight stitches. But once I got the house done, I felt like I was kind of getting burnt out. And so I thought I will take a break and work on something else, and then I'll come back to this. So I am kind of getting antsy to get back to it. So I will probably get this back out and work on it. Whether I get it completely finished by next week or I just put in some more work on it, we'll see. because this whole side needs to be done, the bottom and the border. So there is a decent amount of stitching still to do, but I didn't want to get sick of it, so that's kind of why I put it to the side. But I will get this finished this year, and I'm trying to get it done sooner so that I can take it to get it framed to put out with my decorations. All right, the next one is, this was a start, and this is a really awful picture, and I'll insert a picture on the screen. This is called Green Coat Santa, and this was part of Teresa Kogut's Patreon in 2022. And I have had this, but I haven't stitched it. And she just recently wrote that she is releasing a book, and it's at the printer, and it's a Santa book, and this was on the cover, which then got me motivated to get it out. So I am using the same color that Denise Goose used, which is Bayberry, on the Santa, the light green color, which has a lot of variegation, and I'm loving it. So I am also undecided. I know Denise did stitch the black part. I am considering just stitching the Santa, and maybe, I don't know about the side things. So I'm still toying around with what, I'm for sure stitching the Santa, the bag, and everything he's holding, but I don't know the other parts. But this is on 36 count Beach Brew by R&R. My next one that I worked on was it's not called Repeat This. It's called This Joyous Season, and this is the chart by Plum Street. And I worked very hard to get the house all outlined. So all I have to do for the house part now is I have to do the windows, but for the actual house is everywhere else is all filled in with the red. So that's a good nighttime stitching. I need to finish up the outlines of the roof, and then that will all be the fill-in too. I would like to get over to doing some of the trees, because I know those are going to kind of take a long time to get filled in. And then obviously the bottom with the snow. But I'm really liking how this is coming out. So these are kind of for right now, until I know I'm getting, I'm doing the Stacy Nash class for Jingle Ball, and that's coming soon. I did order the new exclusive from Country Sampler, the Plum Street, so that'll be coming. So I'm trying to work on getting kind of these couple projects. The Santa is not really top of the list, but I just wanted to have another kind of smallish project. But these three are kind of top of my list, and I have one more to be working on to try to get finished so that I could have them displayed for this year. And then the rest, if I get things done, great. And if I have to wait to get them done until next year, that's also fine. And this one is, I was having so much fun with this and having a hard time putting it down. This is Peace and Goodwill, by With Thy Needle and Thread. And I am stitching this on 36 count Hazelwood by Fiber on a Whim. And you will notice, I'll put this up here, that her house is yellow and my house is pink. So I decided to change the house color to pink. Although my white looks okay in the photo, I was getting really frustrated because I felt like it was really hard to get the white looking good, those snowflakes. But I did it. So I did come all the way down to the bottom, and this is the bottom, and then I went all the way over, and this is the farthest corner over here. So I need to keep going up, and well, this needs to get finished too. Some more white. Oh, you can't even see it. Some more white snowflakes, pink, red, and then the words and the wreath. But I absolutely love this. I love this series that she did. I did not do the autumn one, but I would like to do that next year. So that is what I've really been working on. And like I said, I really am trying to get these couple things done. I've been enjoying stitching the Christmas, but I kind of have also felt like I want to maybe stitch on something fall. However, since these projects are moving along and I really think I can at least get Peace and Goodwill and Santa Stops Here for sure done, I kind of want to keep my momentum going and not either pull out a fall Thanksgiving whip or start something. So I'm trying to just keep focusing on these, but I'm having a really good time, and this one is, I think this is going to be one of my favorites. So, and obviously you can tell I love Brenda Gervais and I love Plum Street, along with other designers as well, but those are kind of my top two, I think. I love their designs along with their, like, you kind of get in a rhythm with stitching their patterns. So, yeah, it's been really fun stitching on the Christmas things. All right. Now, let me show you. So that's all of the whips I have and projects that I've been working on. So now I would like to share my haul. Let me set this over here. So I am in the Color and Cotton Fabric Club, and this month's came, and it's really pretty. It's called Cream Puff. It's a very, very pretty neutral, but I think it really would be a good color to use on Never Let You Go by Heartstring Samplers, which I got as a gift from Rika with House of Stitch and Stash. We both love the model at Shepherd's Bush, and so we both wanted to stitch it. I'm thinking I am going to start that maybe in February, which is when my anniversary is, as kind of an anniversary piece. So more to come on that. Then I'm in Michelle Farm Girl Dry Goods Patreon, and so we got the fabric for this quarter, and it's called Acorn, and I mean the color, I feel like that's a good representation. It's a really pretty brown, and I feel like it's hard sometimes to find a brown that doesn't have a lot of yellow in it. So this is a good color. I will be using that for something soon. And Michelle also sent 2 Gentle Arts colors and a charm, like a little Halloween charm. So that was from Patreon. I did receive, I had pre-ordered, and I have something to share as a giveaway. Let It Snow. This was the last release from Brenda that I had not picked up at Shepherd's Bush. I got the other ones there. I also was able to get a case from Como Stitches. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is the inside, and it comes with the thread bed. But I cannot wait to put something in this. It's very well made. I absolutely love the fabric. So, highly recommend. I haven't gotten, this was the first like case folio, whatever, I don't know what she calls it, that I got from Jess at Como Stitches, but it's really, really nice. Okay, let's see. I forgot to share this before. I did pick this up also. This was a new release, or a re-release from Blackbird, but it's part of the Abecedarian series, and these are the other ones. I have a couple of the other ones in my stash, and I would at some point like to stitch some of these, but I haven't got that far yet. I also wanted to mention, and I don't have a whole lot of details right now, other than we're going to do it, or at least I'm going to do it. I know Carrie's working on getting her stuff together too. But Anniversaries of the Heart by Blackbird, we are myself and Carrie, Tiger Lily Designs, have talked about. She started, I almost started, but stitching that and trying to keep each other on track to get that done next year, 2025. So that is in the works. I have found fabric. I'm working on pulling floss and getting things together. I know Carrie's still working on finding fabric and some other things. So if Anniversaries of the Heart by Blackbird Designs is something you have in your stash, or it is a whip and you want to join us in working on that in 2025, I just wanted to put a bug in your ear about that. Okay, now I'm going to share. I got the cross stitch, I think it's a quarterly box from Primitive Gatherings, and I wanted to share what we got in the box. It's very cute. So it was like winter themed. So in the box, we got this cute chart from Count Your Stitches with all of the DMC. So you do have to get your own fabric, which she stitched it on raw linen, but very cute. And then we got some other DMC to kind of like pretty fall colors. Not fall, winter, some other blues. You got some, oh my goodness, some needles and some floss drops. So very cute subscription box. The last time I got this, it was Teresa Kogut was the designer in the box, and I started that chart, but I haven't gotten very far. Okay. One other thing I got is I ordered from Rachel at Needle and Flax. I ordered some of these floss drops, which they're from Stitched Modern, and these ones, there's just 2 colors, and then this pack has 4. They're in the pack, there's 20 floss drops, and they're like a thicker cardstock, and I really enjoy these. So she had these in her shop, and then she sent as a little special gift some mittens, which I had gotten this package, and then I got the package from Primitive Gatherings and thought, oh, that's funny. So I'm set with my winter floss drops, and these are kind of for whatever. And then I have been using the Santa, these ones from, I punch holes in them, and I've been using these for a lot of my Christmas stitches, and they're really nice because that pack is super cheap. It's like $2.99, I think, or something. Maybe it's $2.99 plus it's on sale, and you get 25, I think, in the pack, 20, something like that. And you just punch the holes, and again, they're really sturdy too. So highly recommend that. Okay, I'm going to do the giveaways, and then at the very end, I wanted to share the Hobby House box that I got as well. I know some people still haven't gotten it, so I want to do it at the very end in case you haven't gotten it and you don't want to see what's in it. So first, I'm going to announce the winners from the giveaways from last week, And then I have a few I'm going to pick out for today. So if you are one of the winners, I need you to send me an email at sweetwaterstitcher@gmail.com and tell me what you won and your address, and I'll put them in the mail. I also wanted to let you know that every giveaway that I have gotten contacted from is going in the mail today. I am behind I have all of last week's, and then there were 2 that kind of got back to me a little late, which is totally fine, but I just hadn't gotten to mailing them out. So I did want to let you know they're going in the mail today, and I believe all of them are like 3 to 4 day shipping. So by the end of the week, you should have them. My goal is by the next video to have the previous week's out, but sometimes it just gets away from me. But I just wanted to put that out there. So this was number 1, which was the kit from Erin Elizabeth from Alicia the Fanciful Flamingo. And Renee Myers 2503 is the winner. And in regards to not this specific, but Alicia's box, Alicia the Fanciful Flamingo, which I'll put this below too, she is doing next year, January, first of all, she has a sampler box, and Annie the Proper Stitcher is the guest designer, I guess you could call her, for the box. You can order that on Alicia's website right now. Also, she's doing a quarterly box from 4 different designers throughout the year, and that is on her website to sign up as well. So if you like this kind of thing, this is all the stuff you get in her boxes. She puts a lot of stuff in them. Go and sign up for that. And I'll put the link in the description box below to Alicia's website to order that. Okay. Sarah Burley's sampler, Marcia Platt, 8575. Congratulations. And then the last one, which was the cute ornament, a Mary Pear, PSU Girl 989. So if any of those are you, please reach out to me. Like I said, send me an email and I will get those in the mail to you. For this week's giveaway, I would like to know, as we're coming up on Thanksgiving and I'm trying to figure out what we're having for Thanksgiving, to comment what is your favorite side for Thanksgiving. Whether you make it or you go somewhere and the person makes it. You don't have to put the recipe, but just put whatever your favorite side is, and then you're going to put the number that corresponds with the chart you're interested in winning. So we have quite a few here. So this is number 1, and this is also, you need to be over 18, live in the US, be a subscriber to my channel, and like the video. So number 1 is the new stitch cards from Lori Holt, stitch card set V. Number 2 is Be Ye Thankful, and I finished this last year, so this is from my stash going out. Number 2. Number 3 is Celebrate Harvest. This was, so it's not called Harvest Blessings, it's called Celebrate Harvest. This is number 3. Number 4 is Jingle All the Way by Little House Needleworks. This is number 4. Number 5 is Oh Christmas Tree by All Through the Night. This is number 5. Number 6 is Christmas Swan by With Thy Needle and Thread. This is number 6. And number 7 is Peace and Goodwill, which this is the one I'm stitching now. So this is number 7. So again, if you're interested in any of those, just make sure that you are subscribed and like the video, and then answer my question in the comments, and I will pull winners for those next time. So now I'm going to share the contents of the Hobby House box. So if you have not received this and you do not want to see what is inside, you might want to turn it off. I am not going to share anything else today. So if you are jumping off, thank you so much, and I'll see you next Monday. And I hope you have a great week and a great weekend. So for the Hobby House box, in the box, there was this beautiful white box, and it's packaged very nicely. And in here was a beautiful ornament that says, I don't know if you can see, it says Hobby House on it with some scissors. There, you can kind of see. Very pretty. So I will get that on the tree. Then what we did know is that we were getting a chart from Hands Across the Sea, and this is the chart, or a kit, I guess you could say. This is the chart, and then with it we got Mason Linen Antique Button Light, and then to stitch it with some Sweetwater. Then also we got the beautiful Winter Berry case in the tartan plaid, and this is the inside. It's really pretty. We got from Minnie McBean's scissor fob, or you could put it thread drop, some tartan plaid scissors, and from, let me just make sure there was, yeah, Saju, there was a thread winder. So you could put your Sweetwater on here, since it was only one color, which I thought that was really, oh, I'm not even showing you the pretty side. I don't know if you can see. There's like little engraving parts there. So, and in the box, what it came all with all of the crinkle on top, and it was very well packaged. And of course, they got special tartan plaid boxes which match the case. And to my knowledge, this is an exclusive case to the box. I do not think you can get this case any other way. And it's very pretty. So I will probably put this like upstairs with my stitching stuff for Christmas, because I stitch upstairs sometimes and downstairs. So that is what was in the box, if you were curious. And on the note of boxes, I know lots of people have different boxes. Some are mystery, some are not. Some people like the mystery, some people do not like the mystery. It kind of depends on you. I have mixed feelings. Sometimes I have good luck with them, and sometimes it's kind of a dud, and it's really the luck of the draw. So I have definitely, I mean, you can't tell from this video, but like scaled back on the mystery type of boxes, because I have been disappointed in the past. However, I felt like the Hobby House one the main thing that I was really interested in was getting this case. And the other things were definitely made the box worth it. And I was happy, but it's really, it's your money. You do what you want with it. So I just am here to share. And yeah, that's all. So again, that's the Hobby House box. Next week, I am hopefully, maybe I'll have a finish. I don't know. I'm going to try to get at least those couple finishes I have into pillows so that I can share the fully finishes. But hopefully I'll have some stitching finishes and some more progress on things and maybe some haul and happy mail. So until next Monday, I'll talk to you later.